All right, so uh, everyone loves, or maybe love hates, those corporate parties.
Yeah.
It's like, will it be a Dundee Awards level disaster, or will it be like surprisingly fun?
Yeah, they do have a certain unpredictable energy,
They do.
don't they? But unlike Michael Scott's kind of chaotic attempts at team bonding,
Right.
there's actually a lot you can gain from these events career-wise.
Right.
You sent over some articles, even a YouTube video,
Yeah,
wanting to make sure you're ready for your next one, right?
exactly.
Oh.
I have this party coming up, and honestly, my strategy has always been show up, eat the free food, and try not to get roped into karaoke with the CEO.
Uh-huh.
But I have a feeling there's got to be, like, a smarter approach.
Definitely. Think of it like this. Most of the time you're interacting with colleagues in a very structured, very task-oriented environment.
Yeah.
Corporate parties offer a chance to break free from that, build more genuine connections, and show a different side of yourself.
Okay, I can see that. But how do I even decide if I should go? Part of me just wants to chill at home after work.
Huh.
Is it really that big of a deal if I skip out?
Well, let's put it this way. Remember that episode of The Office where Michael is obsessed with earning points? He'd give you bonus points for showing up at a party.
Yeah.
In the real world, well, there's no, like, official point system.
Yeah.
Showing up does matter.
Okay.
Like Shelley Pelly, the career coach,
Right.
says in her video, managers do notice who makes the effort.
Yeah.
It signals you're a team player, you're invested in the company culture.
So even if I'm not, like, thrilled about the idea of small talk and lukewarm appetizers,
Yeah.
it's worth it just for the impression it makes.
Exactly. It's like a low-stakes investment in your career. You don't have to be the life of the party.
Right.
But simply being present shows that you care.
Okay, you convinced me, I'll go. But how long do I actually have to stay?
Oh.
Is there, like, a magic formula?
Right.
1 hour, 2 hours, till the last person leaves?
Shelley Pelly, again, gives some good advice here.
Okay.
She suggests aiming for at least an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, you've shown up, chatted with some people, grabbed a bite to eat.
Right.
But there's an interesting kind of flip side to this.
Oh, what's that?
Staying until the party officially ends, especially if some higher-ups are still around,
Okay.
can actually make a really positive impression.
Ah.
It signals dedication, a willingness to, go the extra mile, even in a social setting.
Yeah, it's like you're not just clocking in and clocking out.
Yeah.
You're showing you're in it for the long haul.
Exactly.
But I always have this fear of, like, overstaying my welcome, becoming that awkward lingerer.
Right. You don't want to be the last one clinging to the buffet table.
Right.
It's about, like, reading the room, sensing when the energy's shifting, and making a graceful exit. Which brings us to another kind of crucial aspect, navigating those, like, actual interactions at the party.
Okay, yeah. That's where I get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Like, how do I strike that balance between, being professional and actually having a conversation that isn't just about, like, deadlines and spreadsheets?
It's a skill for sure.
Yeah.
And it's something that the Workplace Party Etiquette Rules article actually delves into. Key takeaway. Go beyond your usual circle. Don't just stick to the people you always talk to.
Easier said than done. I feel like I just end up, like, awkwardly hovering by the snack table hoping someone will come talk to me.
Think of it this way. These events are a chance to connect with colleagues on a more human level.
Okay.
It's just like Michael Scott trying to bond with his employees, except with less, cringe.
Right.
Find common ground, ask open-ended questions, things that you wouldn't normally discuss during the workday.
So instead of, like, dissecting the latest project,
Yeah.
I could ask about their weekend plans, hobbies, or
Exactly.
even their favorite TV show.
Exactly. Maybe even slip in a casual The Office reference.
Mhm.
But remember, just like in that episode where Michael tries too hard to impress Jan,
Yeah.
it's about being genuine, not forcing it.
Yeah.
You want to come across as approachable and interested, not desperate for a promotion or a new best friend.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about finding that sweet spot.
Right.
But there is one potential pitfall that trips a lot of people up.
Okay.
And it's something that both the Good Morning Britain segment and Shelley Pelly touch on.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
The booze factor.
Yes.
It's like that episode where Meredith gets a little too festive at the Christmas party. How much is too much at a corporate event?
Well, it's tempting to use alcohol as a social lubricant, but you have to be mindful. Remember, these events are still professional settings.
Right.
The hosts on Good Morning Britain actually had a pretty funny bit about this,
Yeah.
talking about the dangers of a Lamborghini coma by 2 p.m.
Oh, the Brits always have such a colorful way of putting things.
Yeah.
But I've definitely seen people cross the line at office parties.
Oh, yeah.
It's never pretty.
Right. And it can have some serious consequences, even beyond the hangover.
Oh, for sure.
Think about it. You say or do something embarrassing, it gets back to your boss.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly that promotion you were hoping for is out the window.
Ouch, yeah. Not worth it. So what's the strategy? Stick to soda water.
Well, you don't have to be a teetotaler, but moderation is key.
Okay.
Shelley Pelly recommends eating something beforehand, pacing yourself,
Right.
and setting a drink limit.
Okay.
2 drinks is a good rule of thumb
Okay.
for most people.
Yeah.
It allows you to relax and socialize without, losing control.
Makes sense. And it's probably a good idea to avoid anything too potent, like those mysterious punch bowls that always seem to show up.
Absolutely.
You never know what's in those.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm taking notes.
Good.
I've managed to navigate the social scene. Avoided becoming a viral party fail meme.
Yes.
Now let's talk about something a little bit more superficial but still important. The dress code. Corporate events always seem to have that vague business casual dress code,
Right.
which is open to so much interpretation.
It is a minefield, isn't it?
It is.
And unfortunately, there's no like one size fits all answer.
Right.
But the Workplace Party Etiquette Rules article
Okay.
offers a good starting point.
Yeah.
Ask around.
Yeah, okay.
Check with your colleagues, see what people typically wear
Yeah.
to these events, get a sense of the company culture,
Right.
and dress accordingly.
Yeah. It's like anything else in the office. Observing the unspoken rules can be just as important as the written ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to project an image of professionalism and polish, but you also want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Remember Pam's disastrous Christmas party outfit from The Office?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We don't want any wardrobe malfunction.
No, we don't.
So it's finding that balance between, looking sharp and feeling confident.
Right.
Not like you're like playing dress up in something that's totally out of character.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, here's another tricky one that often comes up.
Okay.
The +1 dilemma.
Ooh, interesting.
Is it a good idea to bring a guest, or is it better to fly solo?
Yeah, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah.
On the one hand, it'd be nice to have a familiar face there, someone to chat with.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like introducing a wild card into the mix. Right?
It is. And both the FOX 26 Houston segment and the Workplace Party Etiquette Rules article, they lean towards caution on this one.
Okay.
They advise against bringing a guest unless it's specifically stated in the invitation.
Right, because you're essentially vouching for this person's behavior.
Exactly.
And if they end up doing something embarrassing like spilling red wine on the CEO,
Right.
or worse, launching into a drunken karaoke rendition of the Office theme song,
Oh, no.
it reflects badly on you.
It does. It's like that episode where Michael brings his date to the company dinner party,
Uh-huh.
and he's trying to impress her, but everything just goes wrong,
Right.
and it creates this incredibly awkward situation.
No, good luck.
No.
So unless you're absolutely certain your guests can handle themselves in a professional setting,
Yeah.
it's probably safer to just go solo.
Agreed. Now let's talk about the grand finale.
Okay.
How to end the night on a high note.
I'm guessing this is more than just grabbing an extra cookie on your way out the door.
It is, and it's something that both Shelley Pelly and the Workplace Party Etiquette Rules emphasize. Express your gratitude.
Okay.
Take a moment to thank the organizers, your boss,
Mhm.
anyone who contributed to making the event happen.
Yeah, it's such a simple gesture,
Yeah,
but it makes such a big difference.
it does.
Yeah.
It shows that you appreciate the effort that went into planning the party, and,
Right.
and it leaves a positive, lasting impression. And remember, keep it brief and sincere.
Right.
Unlike Michael Scott's rambling speeches that always seem to veer off into awkward territory.
Right. No need to launch into some heartfelt monologue about how this was the best party ever.
Exactly.
Just a simple thank you will do.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there you have it. From navigating the social scene to mastering the art of the graceful exit,
Right.
we've covered the essential elements of corporate party etiquette.
It's like we've created a survival guide for those sometimes treacherous waters.
We have.
But unlike Michael Scott, we've done it with a bit more finesse and a lot less cringe. So as we're wrapping up our deep dive into corporate party etiquette,
Yeah.
it's clear these events aren't just about, having fun.
Exactly. They're strategic opportunities dressed up as social gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a chance to, to build relationships that can benefit your career,
Yeah.
showcase your personality,
Yeah.
make a lasting impression on those who matter.
Yeah, it's like that episode of The Office where Michael's trying to use the company picnic
Oh, yeah.
as a way to get promoted.
Right.
He's so focused on making a good impression that he ends up just completely sabotaging himself.
Yeah, that's a great example of how not to approach it.
Right.
The key is to be authentic and genuine
Yeah.
while, still maintaining a level of professionalism.
So don't go in with like a checklist of people to impress.
Right.
Or a script of witty jokes.
Exactly.
Just relax, be yourself.
Yeah.
And let those connections kind of happen organically.
Precisely. And remember, the goal isn't to become best friends with everyone
Right.
or to steal the spotlight.
Right.
It's about building rapport, making, small but meaningful connections.
So to our listener, heading into your next corporate party,
Yeah,
think of it as an adventure, not an ordeal.
exactly.
Right. Prepare some conversation starters.
Yeah.
Think about who you want to connect with.
Yeah.
And most importantly, go in with a positive attitude.
Yes, and maybe, just maybe, leave the karaoke to the professionals.
Unless, of course, you're secretly a rock star.
Right.
Then by all means, let your talent shine.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we've officially cracked the code
I think we have.
of corporate party etiquette.
Yeah, armed with these insights.
Yes.
You're ready to, navigate any social situation
Right.
that the office throws your way.
Just remember to have fun.
Yes.
And don't pull a Michael Scott.
And if you do,
Yeah.
at least make sure it's a story worth sharing on our next deep dive.
Exactly. All right, that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening.